Alright, trying to catch up with this boxing news here, people. I'm sure most of you know about this by now, but for those of you who don't, the Joseph Parker versus Hughie Fury WBO heavyweight title fight taking place on September 23rd at the Manchester Arena will be shown live and exclusively on YouTube pay-per-view. That's right, there is no broadcaster for this fight. No television broadcaster, sorry. It will only be shown on YouTube pay-per-view. Now, I remember when Tyson Fury first associated himself with Frank Warren. He had several fights on Box Nation, on Frank Warren shows. When Frank Warren got him the title shot against Vladimir Klitschko, and that shot came around, all of a sudden, Hennessy stepped in, and he did the deal for the Klitschko fight. That fight was on Sky Sports. It wasn't even on Box Nation. And similarly in this situation right now, whether this is coincidence or by design, now that Hughie Fury is actually challenging for the world title, his previous fights have been on Box Nation with Frank Warren, but now he's challenging for the world title. Mick Hennessy steps in once again, and the fight's not on Box Nation, it's on YouTube pay-per-view. So I don't know if there's some type of situation behind the scenes where Mick Hennessy gets priority when there's a world title fight. I don't know. But it is what it is. The question I would like answered from Team Fury is, was YouTube your preferred platform? Was it your platform of choice? Or did you try and get the fight on ITV? I mean, I can't imagine you tried to get it on Box Nation because that would have been very easy. So I'm assuming that Mick Hennessy wanted to try and go elsewhere outside of Box Nation. Maybe did he go to Sky? I don't know. I mean, you got to deal with Eddie Hearn at Sky. But then again, the first, the Tyson Fury Vladimir Klitschko fight took place on Sky. So who knows? But I struggle to believe. Maybe it's the case, but I struggle to believe that YouTube was their platform of choice. I had heard rumors and whisperings that they were going to try and get this fight shown on ITV. And that would have made more sense because ITV are doing a lot right now. Did ITV pull the plug on this fight? Because the ticket sales have been poor for the actual arena. You can still go on the MEM website and look at the amount of tickets there are left. There's loads of tickets. I mean, they're not open in the top tier for one. And for two, the tiers that are open, there are loads of free tickets still available. And we're quite close to the fight now. So, yeah, God knows what's going on there. Did ITV pull the plug because maybe the ticket sales weren't going well? And ITV have just got this World Boxing Super Series announced. They're going to be showing that across all the ITV platforms. So perhaps they thought, you know what, we don't need this Parker Fury fight. It's not selling well. We've got the World Boxing Super Series, which has got bigger names in it than this. So yeah, thanks but no thanks. Did that happen, and was YouTube their backup plan? Or was YouTube their plan all along? I saw an interview with Frank Warren on IFL yesterday, and he just shrugged his shoulders and said, look, it's Mick Hennessy's situation, he's doing it, so you know, we'll see if it works. He didn't have any input. Surely it would have been better to put this fight on Box Nation rather than YouTube pay-per-view. Surely. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is going to turn out to be a roaring success in terms of the online sales, but I find it hard to believe. We'll see. At the end of the day, though, as long as the fight goes ahead, I'm happy. I would like the fight to get more exposure because it's actually a good fight. And I always want boxing to get the maximum exposure because that's what I'm about. I'm a boxing guy. But as long as the fight actually goes ahead and there's no pullouts, then I'll be happy enough because it's a good fight. And, you know, one of these guys always got to go. There are too many heavyweights at the top of the division or near the top of the division with undefeated records. These guys have to start fighting each other. We have to start getting rid of some of these undefeated records. And this is one of the fights that's going to do it. So, you know, I'm happy it's taking place as long as it goes ahead. The YouTube thing, I mean, in the future, and I've mentioned this in the past when David Haye was flirting with the idea of putting a fight on YouTube. In the future, it might be the way forward in terms of streaming fights rather than putting them on television. It might allow fighters to be more independent and not have to go through a broadcaster. And I'm always pro fighter. If the fighter can do things without promoters and without broadcasters and stream it themselves or whatever, I'm all for it, because I'm all about the fighter being empowered. But this just feels like a rush job to me. It feels like a desperation move by Team Fury. I could be wrong. Maybe they have been planning it for months, like Peter Fury claims. I don't know. But were they planning it for months as the priority platform, or were they planning it for months as a backup platform? I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this particular news. Do you think it's going to be a success? Do you think it's going to be a flop? Or, you know, how do you feel about it? Will you be getting it? How many of you guys are actually going to be getting this? You'll be able to watch this event anywhere online on your smart TV, game console, PC, Mac, mobile or tablet. And again, for the special advanced purchase offer price of $9.99 in the UK and $11.99 in the Republic of Ireland. And to get those prices, you have to order before Sunday the 17th of September. So yeah, anyway, let me know how you feel about this, people. It's happening, I'm out.